Shopping online gives you convenience and options, but it also comes with a lot of uncertainty. That's why we created Love You Tomorrow. I'm Kelly, and today we're comparing two brands, Blue Nile versus Zales, so you know what to expect before you buy. If you're shopping for a diamond, one of the hardest parts is simply deciding where to buy from. Do you go to a familiar mall jewelry store to try rings on in person? Or do you shop online and compare thousands of diamonds from the comfort of your couch? Today we're comparing two very different approaches to buying a diamond. Blue Nile is an online-first marketplace, while Zales has hundreds of physical locations throughout the US. Both brands sell loose diamonds, engagement rings, and fine jewelry. But how they source, price, and present their diamonds is completely different. And that difference can affect what you pay, what you get, and your final control over your ring. So the biggest difference between these two companies starts in how they operate. So Zales follows a traditional jewelry store model with physical locations in malls and shopping centers. You walk in and take a look at their pre-selected, preset rings and work with a sales associate in store. That in-store experience can feel familiar and comfortable, but it comes with a higher overhead for these retail locations that ultimately adds to the price of your final ring. Blue Nile, on the other hand, works very differently. They were actually one of the first companies to start selling diamonds online, and instead of stocking stores, they list their diamonds from a global network of suppliers. When you buy a diamond, it ships directly from the supplier and then is set into your chosen ring. Because Blue Nile doesn't have that retail overhead, they really allow for much more competitive pricing and a much larger inventory overall. For example, if you're looking for a 1-carat round solitaire diamond ring in 14-karat gold, at Blue Nile, depending on quality, it can range from $3,000 to $6,000, whereas at Zales, the same quality ring could range from $6,000 to $9,000. While the specs of these rings can look similar at first, the price difference can actually be very substantial. So let's go over diamond transparency and certification. This is where the difference in these brands becomes even more important. Diamond grading reports tell you exactly what you're paying for the particular diamond you're looking at, and the gold standard is the GIA, or the Gemological Institute of America. Blue Nile provides a GIA report for every diamond they sell, and you can view it directly on the product page so you know exactly what you're getting with full transparency. This also allows you to compare their hundreds of thousands of diamonds side by side so you can know that they're all of top quality in everything that you're comparing. At Zales, the grading can really vary depending on the ring, and at Zales, you're not typically shopping just for your diamond, you're shopping for a preset ring, so that's something to keep in mind. If you don't want to think about specs at all and you're not interested in that, that might be fine, but just know that you might be getting a lesser quality ring overall for a higher price. So in my opinion, it's really important to compare and to make sure you're comparing top quality stones and overall rings. Selection and customization is another big difference between Blue Nile and Zales. Blue Nile gives you access to tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands, of loose diamonds, so you can compare from everything from the 4 C's to price to certification, and it really lets you narrow down something that you'd like within your budget. After you select your diamond, you'll go ahead and select your setting, and that's another place where Blue Nile really shines. They really allow you to customize your setting with your diamond and make sure you're getting a great pair and something that really works for you. They also provide 360-degree views and HD videos so you can see exactly what you're getting at the highest detail. At Zales, customization is much more limited. You're typically shopping for a pre-designed ring, a preset ring, and the only variance is really the size and then the particular setting that you want, so they don't really have much room for customization if that's something you're interested in. While this does result in much fewer options at Zales, this can be simpler for some, so if you have decision fatigue or you're really struggling with what you want and don't really want to customize it, then Zales could be a good option. But if you really have a vision in mind and want something unique or know the exact ring that you want and you really want to design it from the ground up, then Blue Nile is definitely the way to go. If Zales really shines in an area, it's definitely customer service, because their retail model does allow for in-person help. Especially if you're a first-time buyer, walking into a store and trying on your ring in person and seeing things that are pre-selected, and also working with a sales associate that can answer all your questions and really help you along with the process is a big advantage. Blue Nile offers many different kinds of support, so it's also really easy to work with someone through Blue Nile. They offer someone to chat with via phone, WhatsApp, text, email, and you can even make a virtual appointment with a jewelry expert. Blue Nile kind of gives the best of both worlds in that you can work with a sales associate or a jewelry expert online or remotely, but you also have the freedom to browse tens of thousands of diamonds in different settings and really do research on your own before you ask for expert help. Blue Nile also has perks like free shipping, free returns, a free ring resizing within 1 year, and lifetime warranty coverage. So when it comes to customer service, it really depends on whether you value in-person service in a store or if you're comfortable shopping and having that flexibility at home. So here are a few final thoughts to help you choose between Blue Nile and Zales. In my opinion, which one is better really depends on the experience that you want. I'd say choose Blue Nile if you want the largest selection of diamonds, you care about a GIA certification and the specs of your stone, you want the best value for your budget, you want to choose your exact diamond and setting. I'd say go with Zales if you prefer shopping in person, you want help from a sales associate, you don't need any customization for your ring, and you like the idea of going into a store for all your cleaning services and maintenance of your ring. Zales offers the familiarity of a traditional jewelry store experience, so if you really do want that in-person experience with working directly with a sales associate, then Zales is a really good option. Blue Nile offers a more modern, flexible, and highly transparent way of uniquely customizing your own engagement ring from start to finish and being in control the whole way through. Not only that, you will get a higher quality diamond at a more competitive price with Blue Nile, so if you're comfortable doing any amount of research yourself and you're comfortable with the experience of shopping online, and again, you can take advantage of all the help that they offer, then I'd say Blue Nile really is the smartest way to shop. At the end of the day, you know how you prefer to shop, and what matters most is feeling good about your choice. So let me know who you choose to go with the comments, Blue Nile or Zales, and I'll see you next time.